Hey guys, it's Allan Whatmore here, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can build a win-win-win referral partnership strategy with someone, okay? And I'm going to talk to you about some of the mistakes that a lot of people make, and that's why it holds them back, and how you can think about building your referral partnerships that's going to absolutely change the game that you think about it, if that makes sense, right? So here, you've got business owner A, right? And so what a lot of people do, typically, is when they're looking for referral partnerships, it's A to B, and the goal is, if you can give me leads, and I can work with them, okay? And then, so they'll build a relationship, they'll catch up with them for coffee, they'll do all this kind of stuff in the hopes that this business owner is going to give them X client, right? And the problem with that is that when you're doing that a lot of the time, you're spending all this time, right? You know, you're going for coffees, you're catching up with them, you're sending them information, but just for some reason, nothing ever comes through. And so you're wondering, okay, why is that the case? And typically the reason is that business owner A or business owner B does not see the benefit, or there is no incentive to be able to refer client to you. Okay, so that leads us into the next thing that a lot of people do, is people say, okay, if there's no incentive for you to do it, all I'm going to do is just pay you a split or a percentage of commission. Now, let's say in the case of financial advice, this isn't exactly possible to do, but in a lot of other industries it is, right? So that's what a lot of people do, okay? Now the challenge with doing this is that it works, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying by any reason it doesn't work, but after a little bit of time when the person is sending through, they then start to attribute all the value at a dollar figure. So if, let's say you're making $5,000 a client and you give someone 10 or 20%, okay, and that works out to 2, the relationship that you have with the referral partner is purely attached to a monetary value that just benefits them on the basis of referring. And so then some people will get to the point in time where they'll think, okay, well, if I'm doing all this work to refer you someone for X, I might as well just put this effort and go get more clients on my own. Or if there's no financial incentive, like if you're a financial advisor, particularly in Australia, you don't even have this luxury, right? And so therefore, you're there going there trying to get referral partnerships, and then meanwhile, the other person is there trying to get leads from you. And so then in that case, you're going to a meeting, you're showing up, you're telling them about their business, they're telling you about their business, you leave, and then nothing happens, right? Okay, because they're also looking for clients as well. So how you have to think about it, and this is what I'd recommend for you guys to do, is to think about the way that you position yourself with a referral partner. Okay, sorry, it's just completely touched the board, but is to think of it in the case of a win-win. Okay, so let's say, for example, you are someone where you're trying to build a relationship with an accounting firm, for example. An accountant may have a bunch of like income tax return clients that they have. And so what you want to do is you want to create a win-win-win situation by means is that the client wins, okay, by them being referred to you, which should be the case no matter what, but also the referral partner wins, okay? And this may not make sense, right? But if you think about it like that, okay, instead of trying to go one for one to try and get the clients across, it's like, okay, how can we work together as a team to build wealth, okay, for our clients, okay? So the best thing I thought about when thinking about this is just to have a wealth mindset, okay, about your approach. You know the old famous saying, it's like when your clients make money, you make money, okay? And so that's exactly what you want to do. So think about an offer that you can create whereby, let's say for example, someone wants to invest, you're a property, you help people invest in property, or you're a buyer's agent's firm, or you're a financial planning firm and you're helping people build wealth through property. You may target mortgage brokers and say, okay, well, let's convert some of your owner-occupied clients into property investors, and therefore the mortgage broker gets another loan out of it, okay? And so what happens in that case is the client wins, okay, because they get to build wealth through property. The mortgage broker wins because at the same time they get to get another loan out of it, and then the financial planner wins, or the buyer's agent win, X, Y, Z, okay? So what you want to create is a win-win-win scenario. And the best way to do it is having a wealth mindset, okay? You want everybody to win in this transaction. And that goes from just sending leads each other back and forth to, or just sitting there wondering why nothing's come through, to let's work together as a team so we can all win. Okay, so hopefully that starts to make sense. If you apply this methodology to referral partnerships and figure out ways to have a win-win-win approach whereby the client wins, you win, and the referral partner wins on a financial incentive basis. Okay, so it's not the client being looked after bit is great, but that's not enough. Okay, it's the bare minimum. You need to look after your clients no matter what. Okay, so that's the standard, but financially. Okay, so hopefully that starts to make sense. If you're sitting here wondering, okay, and you'd like to see a system like this built for your specific business with a particular offer and a particular niche, I believe there should be a link below where you can click in and book in a call. You don't have to, it's absolutely fine. But hopefully this is starting to make sense. Okay, my name's Allan Whatmore. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.